6-year-old Ryan took advantage of his sister's absence as she went out to do odd jobs, preparing dinner for the family. Imitating his sister's actions, he carefully placed firewood into the stone-built stove and blew gently until the fire roared to life. Since there was no water at home, he placed the blackened iron pot, still covered in food residue, directly onto the stove. Once the water boiled, Ryan carefully added cornmeal into the pot, stirring it with a wooden spatula. Every day, Ryan's sister, Jim, goes out to work for the villagers, earning a meager income for their living expenses. Her return time is always uncertain, so Ryan, understanding his sister's hard work, ensures that dinner is ready when she comes home, so she can have a warm meal after a long day. Though Ryan is only 6, he takes care of his 4-year-old brother, Cammy, whenever his sister is out working. The 3 siblings rely on each other for survival after losing their parents at a young age. At just 11, Jim has taken on the role of a mother, not only caring for her younger brothers, but also working every day to support their fragile household. Growing up in poverty has made them independent and resilient from a very young age. After finishing the corn porridge, Ryan picked some wild vegetables from the mountain, the most common greens they eat, similar to the local chianma. Because fetching water is difficult and Jim is always busy, 6-year-old Ryan is often covered in dirt, not because he is lazy, but because life has been harsh and survival is already a challenge. After picking the vegetables, Ryan planned to go down the mountain to fetch water, but ran into his sister on the way back. Despite her exhaustion, Jim played a little game with her beloved brother. She always carries an iron bucket on her trips, enough to bring back water for the family's daily needs. Seeing the wild vegetables Ryan had picked, Jim felt deeply moved, proud of her brother's maturity and understanding. The early loss of their parents forced Jim to take on the roles of both mother and father, shouldering the responsibility of holding their fragile family together. Her greatest wish is for her 2 younger brothers to grow up healthy and strong. Jim took out some mutton from her pouch, a rare treat gifted by her employer as a reward for her hard work. Though the meat was no longer fresh, Jim carefully rinsed it repeatedly to wash away the blood, and then washed the wild vegetables. Despite her tiring day, Jim seemed to have endless energy when it came to caring for her family. Ryan eagerly wanted to help, but Jim wouldn't let him. After cleaning the vegetables, Jim began cooking. Without any cooking oil left, she heated the pan and directly added the wild vegetables, followed by the mutton, stir-frying them together. They didn't have a variety of seasonings, just a bit of curry powder and coarse salt, but the simplicity preserved the original flavors of the ingredients. Finally, she added water to make a soup. This meager meal of wild vegetables and a few pieces of mutton was all they had for dinner. Though the 3 siblings face great hardship, the poverty they endure has only made them stronger and more resilient.